Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Andrews, and I'm just going to be sharing some of my thoughts and feelings about Elder Holland's talk, and just kind of going through the questions that we've been asked to go through. So the first question says, according to what you have learned from Elder Holland's talk, what obligation, if any, do you have in a scenario like this? And this scenario was a son telling his father that he was gay, and the dad was kind of getting loud, and he wasn't very happy about it, and saying all these things. And I really liked Elder Holland's talk. He talked about standing up for our beliefs and what we know is true. And I think in this situation, well, we've been taught to stand up for the things we believe in, to show love towards everyone. And so I think in this situation, we do have somewhat of an obligation to at least say something, maybe about how, because I don't necessarily agree with same-sex marriage and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean I don't condemn the people or hate the people that struggle with that, because I know it's a real struggle for some people. And so I'd probably just talk about or mention that something about along those lines about how maybe even if you don't agree, you should still love them, kind of like what the lady at the end of the video said. And I guess that's probably, if I had the courage to come up and say something, I would probably say something along those lines. Honestly, I don't know if I could do that, just because I'm not one who likes to get in a lot of confrontation when it's topics about that, because usually when you're arguing, you can't, not a lot is accomplished when people are more concerned about proving their point than actually trying to understand. So I don't know if I would actually say anything. I'd be kind of scared too, but anyways, so the next question says, do you think the woman at the end of the video was condoning same-sex attraction by saying that you just love them? Why or why not? I don't think she was condoning it. I don't think she was against, necessarily saying she was for or against it. I think she was just trying to say that even if things do come up that you don't agree with or you don't like, that your children do, it doesn't mean you love them any less. You just learn how to get through the things they're struggling with, and you still love them and for who they are, even though they make mistakes, because no one's and the next question says, what principles or attributes did Elder Holland teach that should guide your response in a situation as this? Elder Holland's talk was awesome, but he also gave a lot of good advice on how to handle situations like this. I think, well, Elder Holland said that we should defend the thou shalt and thou shalt nots in a way that reflects our beliefs and makes our situation better, but to be compassionate as well. He also talked about how we shouldn't ever dumb down the doctrine of the church. We should say what it is, but we shouldn't condemn those and hurt those who believe otherwise. We should handle the situations in a delicate way, because they usually are pretty delicate. Elder Holland also said something else that I really liked. Just looking at my notes. He said about how we should act and react in such a way that we are guilty of a. Okay, let me start over. He talked about how we can't act or react in such a way that we are guilty of a greater offense than the other person is. So when there is a disagreement, we shouldn't act in a way that causes more offense than what the other person is doing. It's just a good reminder of how you should keep yourself in check in these kinds of situations if someone does say or do something that offends you or that you don't agree with. I don't know. There was just a lot of good things that Elder Holland talked about that I really liked, and he also talked about how we shouldn't ever check our religion at the door, and it kind of relates back to these kinds of situations. Like, we can't just forget what we've been taught in the church and in the gospel, and we have to stand up for our beliefs, but and do it in a way that's loving and kind, and you have to distinguish between the sin and the sinner. And yeah, there's a lot of people that don't do good things, but that doesn't mean we should be rude to them and hurt them, because they're probably hurting inside and already, and we shouldn't make situations worse than they already are. So those are just kind of my thoughts, and that's all. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.